Okay, now it's started. So now we are going to the food store on Saturday morning. So this is how we go. And this is our neighborhood. And as we leave the neighborhood, normally we go to the right to get to Almanau Beach. But today we're not going to the beach. We're going to go to the Lotus. So we're going to go this way. And this is the way to, I guess I'll call it the mainland. We live less than a half a mile from the beach. Some of the bigger stores and the big highway and all that is inland a little bit. So one of the ways you can go inland is this way. And one of the things about this area is, see, there are train tracks that run north and south, basically kind of parallel to the ocean. So there are very limited numbers of ways to get across the tracks. And we need to cross the tracks in order to get to that main highway, which is where the food store and the what's called Home Pro, which is like the Thai version of Lowe's, a whole bunch of the car dealerships out there, and a whole bunch of things. But so this is the way we go to that. Now, if we were to go to the right, that would take us into the town of Prachuap. However, we're going to go to the left, and right now we're really running parallel to the train tracks, which are over to the right. So we're heading south, I guess is the easiest way to put it. And in order to get over the tracks, we have to go this way just a little bit. It's all still, Prachuap Kirikan province, but there's some, but you can see the tracks over there, the trestle going across the little creek. Eventually that's where we're going to go. We just have to kind of go down a little ways before we get to an overpass that allows us to go to the other side. And as we get down here a little bit further, we'll see on the right-hand side, as we go to the overpass, the soccer field I was talking about before. It's really beautiful. Out in the middle of nowhere. And then over to the left here, you'll see some farms. These are the farms over here, where I say farm, that's where they farm seafood, all types of things, shrimp, mussels. And this overpass here is what we're going to be going over. We just have to make a left and then a U-turn to go back over the overpass, which enables us to get over the train tracks. So it's not far. In fact, we'll turn around and make the U-turn in the parking lot of the 7-Eleven. And over here on the right-hand side is the restaurant that Ami and I had been to, where I had the best noodles I've had since I've been in Thailand. So anyway, the 7-Eleven, which is the lifeblood of Thailand. We're gonna turn around, make our U-turn. Saturday traffic. Alright, here we go. So on the left here is that restaurant I was referring to. It's pretty cool. It's got like these little thatched huts that are empty. food is just phenomenal. And now we're going to go over the railroad tracks and the road that we just came off of as we go out and head west to it's called Route 4, Pechaburi Road. It's the main drag. You'll see over to the right here is the soccer field I was talking about before. It's really quite something. Out here in the middle of nowhere. It's a beautiful field. I don't know if you can see. Now you can see it a little bit, but it's actually turf. And then as we head down a little bit up here, you can see some of the traffic as we're heading west, almost to the main highway. The highways here are a little bit different. Well, number one, because you drive on the left-hand side of the road, but so that took some getting used to. Now it's pretty much used to it, I guess. But there's lots of U-turns. The way that the way that the traffic has to get off of a highway to get to wherever you want to go, oftentimes it requires some U-turns to do it. And you'll see what I mean. So we're going to go to the right, or head north, back towards the town of Prachuap-Khiri-Khan. And so it's a divided highway, 2 lanes either direction. So one of the things that was sort of took a little bit of getting used to as a function of driving on the left-hand side of the road, here it's keep left, pass right. So the slow lane is on the left and the passing lane is on the right. So that's definitely something that's different, but and then all along the highway here, there's stops all along the way. I mean, for food, for, well, you name it. So during the week, usually from between the hours of 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., trucks are instructed to move over to the side for either an inspection or just stay off the road entirely during that time of the day, during the week. It's just part of Thai law. Anyway, so you'll come down this road and you'll see all kinds of 18-wheelers pulled over, just waiting so they can drive again. And so we're heading north, so to the right is the town of Prachuap-Khiri-Khan, Almanau, where the bay where we live. It's a couple of miles to the right. This is almost like kind of driving the Garden State Parkway. And I'm heading north from, say, Stone Harbor, Avalon, up to Atlantic City. So the ocean is to my right. Same thing here. I'm heading north. So if I were to stay on this road for an hour and a half or so, I would get to Hua Hin, and then another 2.5 to 3 hours beyond that is Bangkok. That's the company. It's an oil company, and they're the big sponsor of the soccer team. That's why it's called PT Prachuap team. So to the right is it's called the Home Pro, which is the Thai version of Lotus, I think I mentioned before, and all kinds of stores over there. This road here is called Koh Rak Road that we're crossing over now at the on this road. Again, it takes you into the town of Prachuap, but on that road is where the vet is. The veterinarian is right down that road there, where we take Noisy and Duck. And then up on the right-hand side here, the green sign, it says Lotus apostrophe S. Lotus's is the name of the store that we're going to. We have to go down about another kilometer, or 7/10 of a mile or so that we can then do a U-turn, come back around, and go into that store. Further down on the left-hand side is the car dealership, the Toyota dealership, where we bought the car. There's a couple of other dealerships on this road too, but this is the highway that runs north and south between Bangkok and